This is The Brief on the pre-match analysis of the 2026 World Cup semi-final between England and Argentina. Before a single ball is even kicked in Atlanta, this fiercely hostile rivalry is already generating massive drama thanks to bold tactical gambles and some pretty controversial referee appointments. First, reigning champions Argentina are shockingly dropping major Italian league stars to the bench. Manager Lionel Scaloni is actually holding back proven goal scorers like Lautaro Martinez for younger talent. You really gotta wonder, is Scaloni playing chess here, hiding his best pieces for a late-game impact instead of relying on early brute force? Second, unlike Argentina's voluntary rotation, England's Thomas Tuchel is literally forced into sweeping changes due to a totally battered squad. He's completely reshuffled his defense, but the biggest shock is throwing inexperienced forward Morgan Rogers right into the starting lineup. So, is starting a rookie in the boiling cauldron of a World Cup semi-final a masterstroke of unpredictability or just a desperate roll of the dice? Finally, with these wild lineups locked in, intense pre-match scrutiny surrounds the officiating. FIFA's appointment of an American referee has totally fueled Vargentina theories, those internet conspiracies claiming video referees are inherently biased toward Argentina. Media outlets are even dubbing him Lionel Messi's favorite. When an official is scrutinized just as heavily as the strikers, will the sheer fear of perceived favoritism actually force him to swallow his whistle? Well, with these tactical gambles cemented and the match officials under a global microscope, the stage is perfectly set to see whose pre-match blueprint survives the heat of this bitter clash.
It's the 55th minute in Atlanta. Anthony Gordon just scored, and England is 1-0 up against Argentina.
Yeah, they were looking so strong there.
Right. I mean, they are seemingly 35 minutes away from their first World Cup final since 1966.
A lifetime away, really.
Exactly. But, instead of marching to victory, we witnessed one of the most disastrous tactical implosions in modern football.
Oh, absolutely. It was brutal to watch.
So, welcome to your deep dive. We're looking at a huge stack of match reports, post-game interviews, and VAR data you shared with us.
Lots of data to get through.
Yeah, and our mission today is to uncover exactly how tactical missteps, historical rivalries, and refereeing stats all converged in that dramatic 2-1 Argentine comeback.
To really understand that collapse, we have to look at what England did, immediately after taking that lead.
Right.
Because it wasn't just this sudden surge of Argentine brilliance. It was a highly criticized, very deliberate tactical shift from the English bench.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because Thomas Tuchel switching out his attackers to play a 5-3-2 defense, it feels like a total panic move.
Yeah, a lot of people called it exactly that.
It's like parking a fragile bus in a hurricane. By pulling the attackers, England just stopped pressing the ball.
They basically invited them in.
Right. They essentially built a wall, but gave Argentina the wind and the time to just keep hurling debris at it until it broke. Like, why invite the reigning champions to just set up camp in your defensive third?
Well, Tuchel's rationale was mostly about geometry. England was getting carved open by crosses, so he felt adding a third center back would close those spaces inside and help them win the aerial battles.
Which sure makes sense on paper.
Right, but the fatal flaw is that dropping into a 5-3-2 against Argentina's fluid midfield just completely pinned England's wingbacks down. Just destroyed their ability to counterattack.
Which naturally leads to that physical exhaustion Lautaro Martinez pointed out after the match.
Yeah, that quote was telling.
He literally noted England pressed for 60 minutes, had absolutely nothing left, and just dropped back.
Yep. Even Harry Kane admitted they got, quote, too passive trying to hold on.
And conceding the midfield is exactly where you do not want to give space, especially when a 39-year-old Lionel Messi is on the pitch.
No, you really don't. Because England dropped into that low block, Messi didn't even have to outrun them.
He just had to find the seams.
Exactly. He operated as this stationary playmaker. He just let England's exhausted midfielders chase shadows while his gravity just took over.
It's wild. At 39, he becomes the oldest outfield semifinalist in World Cup history.
Breaking a record from 1958, by the way.
Right, and doing it simply by dictating the pace.
He threaded the needle perfectly. First assisting Enzo Fernandez for that equalizer in the 85th minute.
Such a good pass.
And then finding Martinez for the winner deep into stoppage time.
Just heartbreaking for England. But, the tactics dictated the field, but deep-seated emotion clearly fueled those closing minutes.
Oh, for sure. The intensity didn't stop at the final whistle.
Not at all. The post-match scene was chaotic. Argentina players were displaying a banner reading, Las Malvinas son Argentinas. The Falkland Islands are Argentinian.
Yeah, that caused a massive stir.
And to be absolutely clear with you listening, we are strictly reporting the source material here just to highlight the deep historical enmity of this fixture. We aren't taking any political side whatsoever.
Right, but it's vital context for you to understand the atmosphere in that stadium. The tension of this matchup, it always transcends the grass.
Always.
But the post-match outrage actually quickly shifted from political to digital, driven by off-pitch data.
So what does this all mean? Because the internet has been on fire with this whole Vargentina narrative.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Looking at the data, is this fan outrage about officiating actually justified, or is it just, sour grapes from a broken fan base?
What's fascinating here is the data from Northeastern University. They tracked how often VAR decisions go for or against a team per 100 fouls. And their numbers show Argentina gets 6.7 favorable VAR calls per 100 fouls.
Wow, that seems really high.
It is incredibly high compared to the rest of the tournament.
But wait, the raw number is deceiving, isn't it? Because this specific data actually tracks missed fouls that are corrected by VAR.
Precisely. Analysts warn this is definitely not proof of referee bias favoring Argentina.
Okay, so what does it mean?
It actually means the on-field referees missed those initial fouls committed against Argentina, and the technology had to step in to fix the human error.
Oh, I get it.
The system is working exactly as intended to protect players who are frequently targeted.
Which completely flips the script on the conspiracy theories.
It really does.
Ultimately, I think the core takeaway from all these sources, whether you're on a pitch in Atlanta or navigating your own career, is that playing, not to lose instead of playing to win usually costs you the victory.
Yep, you can't just build a wall and expect the storm to politely go around you.
Perfectly said.
It leaves us with a pretty compelling paradox to consider, though. Well, if technology like VAR was introduced to eliminate human error and provide objective, undeniable truth on the field, why does it seem to only amplify conspiracy theories and emotional narratives in sports?
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to Decision 45. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep creating high-quality content just like this. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss an update.